Joining me now is Mr. Phil McCracken, leader of the support group that has come under so much media fire. Thank you for speaking to us, Phil.
No problem, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to help clear the group's name.
You're welcome. So please tell us a little about your group and what it stands for.
Here at SHAGEM, we like to,
SHAGEM?
Oh yes, support health and genital envy management. We're a support group for the genitally challenged. We like to think we offer a unique service to these poor unfortunate men.
So, what services do you provide?
We have a wide variety of activities we encourage our members to take part in. Poetry nights, theatre, role play, and we keenly encourage them to share the problems and obstacles they face as a result of their little problem.
So, what do members actually gain from these group meetings?
Well, firstly, they gain confidence to deal with life and also relationship issues, which, as you can imagine, is a great problem among many of the members, due to feelings of inadequacy.
Excellent. Could you tell us a little about your evolutionary theory?
Yes, basically it runs along parallel with Darwin's theory of natural selection and evolution. For example, as a fish may leave the water, it would develop lungs to replace gills and limbs to replace fins, therefore adapting to a new environment, taking on amphibian qualities and therefore a new status on the evolutionary chart.
So what does this have to do with the group?
Well, basically, the reduction in size of the penis is a step forward in the evolutionary scale, as are flat-chested women, for it points to the fact that we will evolve an androgynous nature.
Androgynous nature? I don't understand what you mean. Couldn't it just mean that they were unlucky?
Well, no, if you think about it for a minute. From the dawn of early man, we've existed as a two-gender species, each fulfilling a vital role for survival. The male was the hunter-gatherer, while the female was the homemaker and childbearer. But over the following millennia, the roles have diverted and balanced so that either gender can fulfill either role. So logically speaking, natural selection would dictate that it is no longer necessary for us to be a two-gender species. The physical evidence is there to see if you just open your eyes to it.
But surely a percentage of men throughout history have had small penises.
Well, yes. Obviously they were ahead of their time and were probably mocked, ridiculed and persecuted in a world that couldn't accept it.
That's quite a profound statement with no basis in written fact. Don't you think it could be misleading to both your group and the public in general to make such an unsubstantiated claim?
Well, no. The evidence in our art and literature shows a long history of genital envy and feelings of inadequacy.
Could you give me any examples of this said art?
Just look at some of man's greatest architectural achievements. From Stonehenge and the pillar-based architecture of the ancient Greeks and the Romans, through to the Leaning Tower of Pisa and even the Eiffel Tower. The emphasis has always been on the tragic phallic cry for help of a genitally challenged man.
Would you mind if we sat in on one of the group sessions?
I'm afraid I must refuse a camera present in one of our sessions, as we must protect the identity of our members. But I've spoken to the lads and they have no objections to your sound man sitting in, if that would be okay with you. Good evening, lads. It's good to see you all made it. Now, last week, you'll remember we were talking about relationship issues and how to deal with the people around us. Now, you all did really well in the exercises and roleplay we were doing. Now, can anyone tell me what we achieved in last week's little venture? Right, Willie.
We achieved confidence.
Very good. Right, John. It put us in touch with our feminine side. No, but 10 out of 10 for trying. Okay, Ivor.
Achieved self-control in a social environment.
Very good. Right. Anybody else? Tony?
It built our self-esteem.
Brilliant. And finally, it puts us in touch with our inner...
All right, inner self?
No, our inner...
Our inner child?
No, our inner penis.
You're in a penis. What's that about then, Phil?
I always find that if you can crack a little joke, raise a little smile, and generally lighten things up. It helps to bring the lads out of themselves and overcome their shyness, as it were. And contacting your inner penis never seems to fail to raise a smile. Right, lads, if you could break into groups of two, we're gonna crack on with the share and care part of our session. Now, last week you'll remember young Justin. He sat in with us. Well, this week Justin is gonna share with us. So, Justin, if you could just stand and tell us a little about yourself. What brought you to the group?
Hi, my name is Justin, and I have a small penis. Because my father felt I needed help with my little problem. For years I thought he was just being a bastard, trying to make me feel insecure about it. Only recently I realised he was actually trying to help me. I realised he was trying to spare me the pain that I would feel at other people's ridicule, toughening me up, if you like.
So true.
If I could just stop you there a second, Justin. Now, you'll remember what I said, lads, about supporting each other through these emotional sessions. And don't be afraid to hug. Remember, a problem shared is a problem halved. Don't sit down. They've landed you with the octopus.
Aye?
I'm afraid he has wandering hands. He tends to see the group hug as an all-you-can-touch grope fest.
So what is all this business about the octopus then, Phil?
Oh, that! I'm afraid it's become a bit of an ongoing joke with the group as far as John goes. It's almost like an initiation, like the new boy is the one to be stuck with John for the share and care sessions.
Well, what's the matter with John? He seems like a nice enough chap to me.
Well, you see, it's not as simple as that. I mean, there is a reason why they call him the octopus.
Oh, why is that?
Well, he's a fudge packer.
What? He works in confectionery?
No, I mean he's a bit fruity.
Oh, he's a greengrocer. So, Justin, tell me, what are your thoughts on that business with John?
I really don't know what it was all about, but I think maybe Phil was joking, laughing about like. I mean, John, he seems a bit camp, but he's friendly enough.
But it was noticed that you didn't actually sit down.
You blame me? I'm the new boy in the group, so I don't know the score. I wasn't taking any chances. If he's a 9-bob noter, that's his business, isn't it?
He's a rear gunner. You know, he likes to bring up the rear.
What? Oh, Territorial Army. With me now is group member Willie Hampton. Welcome, Willie.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
So what's the deal with John?
Oh, John, the octopus, yeah, he was hysterical, wasn't he? Did you see Justin's face?
Yeah, I saw his face. He looked a bit shocked and concerned, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he'll be all the stronger for it, won't he? It's become like a rite of passage, an initiation or ascension, that sort of thing. If a new member of the group can tolerate a night partnered to the octopus and find it within themselves to find tolerance for him, then they not only join the group, but they become productive members.
So, Mr. Ivor Littlin, tell me about the octopus.
John, well, personally I find him a bit outrageous. He's a bit of a Nancy, you know. I remember my first night here, they partnered him with me, and I've got to be fair, I was outraged. I was ready to knock him on his fucking arse, but it was Phil. Phil came up to me, sat me down, and sort of said, I know he's queer, but, you know, how can we expect people to respect and tolerate our group and what it stands for if we don't first respect and tolerate other walks of life? To be fair to him, he really turned my head around, so now I say he's a fairy, so what? I can rise above him and just accept him for who he is. Phil's very tolerant and passionate like that, but that's Phil all over.
No, he likes to punch the puckered star.
What? Do you mean he's gay?
No, I don't think he's happy, or he wouldn't be with the group. I mean, don't get me wrong, I tease him mercilessly, and I call him some terrible names. But it's never out of malice, because do you know what? I love him. He's one of me lads. He's one of the family. My family. And I'll never let him forget that.